Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News AI-generated News Digest Daily Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Without further ado, headlines of the day: SpaceX launches Starlink satellites from Cape Canaveral. Poor reception for Netflix's Good Times series. Deals and steals for the home on GMA. UFC 300 predictions. Pereira versus Hill fight preview. Blackfoot Confederacy heritage traced back to Ice Age. Unusual cause identified for long-standing flu symptoms. AI obituary scam targets grieving individuals, and much more. But first, this day in history.
April 14th in history. April 14th, 966. Following his marriage to the Christian Dubravka of Bohemia, the pagan ruler of the Polands, Mieszko I, converts to Christianity, an event considered to be the founding of the Polish state. April 14, 1906. The first meeting of the Azusa Street Revival, which will launch Pentecostalism as a worldwide movement, is held in Los Angeles.
And now on to today's news.
General news.
UFC 300 predictions, Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill. Fight card, odds, preview, expert picks, prelims, CBS Sports.
UFC 300 is approaching with an exciting fight card featuring Alex Pereira versus Jamahal Hill and Zhang Weili versus Yan Xiaonan, among other matchups. The main event sees Pereira defending his title against Hill, with experts predicting a likely knockout ending and favoring Pereira's experience and striking abilities.
Ukraine says Eastern Front has deteriorated significantly. DW English.
Ukraine's military is struggling as Russia intensifies efforts in the east. Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky warns of deteriorating situation. Russia's superior weapons and recent gains are highlighted. Ukraine seeks technical superiority and improved training for military personnel to counter the threat. New legislation aims to bolster recruitment efforts.
Famous people born on this day.
April 14th, 1968. Anthony Michael Hall, American actor.
April 14th, 1971. Greg Zaun, American baseball player and sportscaster.
Baker Mayfield. Here's a recap of their Wikipedia page. Baker Mayfield, born on April 14th, 1995, is an American football quarterback. He played college football for Oklahoma, winning the Heisman Trophy. Mayfield was selected first overall in the 2018 NFL Draft and currently plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Business news. GMA deals and steals for the home. Good morning, America.
Exclusive GMA deals and steals by Tory Johnson offer discounts on home products like Mr. Lid containers, mahogany kitchen linens, Slant Collections barware, and Discover night pillows. Prices range from $1.12 to $1.67, with savings up to 55%. Discounts valid on April 13, 2024 only.
Roku breach hits 567,000 users. Wired.
The U.S. House of Representatives voted to extend the warrantless wiretap program Section 702. Lawmakers proposed the American Privacy Rights Act for a national privacy law. Change Healthcare faces a ransomware nightmare. Roku warns of compromised accounts. Apple alerts users of sophisticated spyware attacks. Microsoft faces cybersecurity threats.
How scammers have sunk to a new low with an AI obituary scam targeting the grieving. Fox News.
Scammers are now using AI to create fake obituary websites to exploit grieving individuals. They monitor search trends, create bogus obituaries, and redirect victims to malicious sites. To protect yourself, avoid clicking on unfamiliar obituary links and be cautious of suspicious pages.
Science news.
SpaceX launches Starlink satellites from Cape Canaveral. WESH 2 Orlando.
A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched 23 Starlink satellites from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, marking the 20th flight for the booster. The launch occurred at 9:40 p.m. Watch the full launch online.
Ancient indigenous lineage of Blackfoot Confederacy goes back 18,000 years to last ice age, DNA reveals. LiveScience.com.
A new DNA study reveals that members of the Blackfoot Confederacy have an ancient genetic lineage dating back 18,000 years. The study, led by 3 members of the Blackfoot Confederacy, investigates the genetic history of their tribes and highlights the importance of indigenous-led research collaborations.
Today's obituaries. Giannis Furtis. Brief Wikipedia summary. Greek actor Giannis Furtis, known for his role in Elektra, passed away at the age of 85 on April 14, 2024. He had a career spanning over 60 years and appeared in more than 40 films since 1961. Jeon Se-kwon, 85, South Korean actor, screenwriter and playwright. A.M. Krishnamurthy, a 66-year-old Indian politician, served as a member of the Legislative Assembly, MLA, in Puducherry from 2001 to 2006. Krishnamurthy was associated with the Bharatiya Janata Party before joining the All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam in 2006. Luciano Susanj, a Croatian politician and former Olympic runner, passed away at the age of 75. He was known for his achievements in athletics, winning the 800 metres European title in 1974. Susanj later transitioned to a successful political career, serving in the Croatian parliament and various sports organisations. Doru Viorel Ursu, a Romanian politician and lawyer, served as Minister of the Interior from 1990 to 1991. His tenure was marked by controversy surrounding the June 1990 Mineriad events, where miners were involved in repressing protests in Bucharest. Ursu later faced accusations related to his role in these events. Joanna Dworakowska, brief Wikipedia summary. Joanna Dworakowska was a successful Polish chess player, winning the Polish Women's Championship 3 times and holding the titles of International Master and Woman Grandmaster. She also achieved medals with the Polish women's team in international competitions. She passed away on April 13, 2024. Richard Horowitz, 75, American film composer, known for his work on L'Atlantide, 3 Seasons and Tobruk. Paulino Monsalve, a Spanish field hockey player, won a silver medal at the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow. Monsalve passed away on April 13, 2024, at the age of 65. Shireen Saif El Nasser, 56, Egyptian actress, heart failure. Lorenzo Palomo, Spanish composer and conductor, known for compositions like La Leyenda del Monte Bancay and Dulcinea, passed away at the age of 86. He had a distinguished career as a conductor and pianist in various orchestras, including the Valencia Symphony Orchestra and the Deutsche Oper Berlin. Faith Ringgold, an American artist and author known for her narrative quilts. She had a diverse artistic practice including painting, quilts, sculptures and performance art. She created politically charged works addressing racism and feminism during the civil rights movement and women's movement. Ringgold's art was influenced by her upbringing in Harlem and her experiences with racism and segregation. Angelo Victoriano, brief Wikipedia summary. Angelo Victoriano was a renowned Angolan basketball player who participated in 4 Olympic basketball teams and won numerous national and international championships during his career. He passed away in 2024 at the age of 56 and was inducted into the FIBA Basketball Hall of Fame posthumously.
Health news.
Years of flu symptoms, hives on and off traced to an exotic cause. The Washington Post.
Beth Sternlieb suffered from a mysterious illness for nearly 2 decades, worsened by flu-like episodes. Doctors struggled to diagnose until an operation revealed a rare cause, a necrotic uterine fibroid. Sternlieb's recovery highlighted the importance of attentive medical care and thorough investigation.
Don't blame COVID-19 for recent measles outbreaks. Gizmodo.
Measles has re-emerged in the U.S. with 113 cases reported in 18 states, mostly affecting children under 5. COVID-19 is not to blame for the resurgence, as measles can spread easily among unvaccinated individuals. Vaccination rates have dipped below the threshold for herd immunity.
With no other choice, Oregon parents whose teens need behavioral health care send them out of state. Oregon Live.
During Christmas break, a 17-year-old in Beaverton relapsed into cocaine use without the structure of school. The teen was open with his parents about his fears of dying due to his relapse.
Entertainment news.
Coachella 2024. Highs, lows, and in-betweens from day one of the festival. Desert Sun.
The article discusses highs and lows from the first day of Coachella 2024. Highs include surprise guests like Shakira, impressive art installations, and a helpful pedicab driver named Edson. Lows involve technical difficulties for performers like the Japanese House and logistical issues with festival operations.
You probably won't have a good time watching Netflix's Good Times, Cracked.com.
The article discusses the controversy surrounding Netflix's adult animated series Good Times, which received criticism from the NAACP for potentially perpetuating negative stereotypes. The show's portrayal of black characters and themes is scrutinized, with concerns raised about its execution and impact on viewers.
You know, I was reading the news the other day, and I came across a headline that really caught my attention. SpaceX launches Starlink satellites from Cape Canaveral. Now, isn't that something? It's amazing to think about how far we've come in terms of technology and space exploration, but you know what's not amazing? The poor reception for Netflix's Good Times series. I mean, what's going on there? Is it the content, the marketing, or just bad luck? I guess we'll never know. And speaking of deals and steals, did you catch that segment on GMA? I don't know about you, but I love a good bargain. It's like finding hidden treasures in your own home. But let me tell you, there's no bargain when it comes to UFC 300 predictions. Pereira versus Hill fight preview, it's like trying to predict the weather in the middle of a hurricane. You just never know what's going to happen. Now here's a headline that really intrigued me. The Blackfoot Confederacy heritage traced back to the Ice Age. Can you believe that? It just goes to show the rich history and culture that our indigenous communities have. But you know what's not so rich? The unusual cause identified for long-standing flu symptoms. Who would have thought that it could be something so unexpected? It just goes to show that our bodies are mysterious things. And finally, this one really gets under my skin. AI obituary scam targets grieving individuals. Now, isn't that just despicable? Preying on Globes' emotions during such a vulnerable time is just low, even for scammers. It makes you wonder what kind of world we're living in. But you know what? Despite all these headlines and events, we just have to keep moving forward and stay vigilant. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Now a couple of dad jokes for you.
Every machine in the coin factory broke down all of a sudden without explanation. It just doesn't make any sense. When I left school, I passed every one of my exams with the exception of Greek mythology. It always was my Achilles elbow. A girl once asked me what my heart desired. Apparently blood, oxygen, and neural messages were all wrong answers.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.